Hello, everyone. Welcome to more Factorio. Thanks for joining me. Just going to make sure that this is all working correctly. I think we're good. All right, so quick recap. Last time we played, we automated engines, red circuits. We got some sulfuric acid going. We increased our sulfuric acid generation. I can't even talk. Our sulfur a little bit. And yeah. So let's see, what did we put on the to-do list for the next time that we were going to play? Making barrels, batteries, solar panels, accumulators, explosives. Alright. So for barrels, this shouldn't actually be too difficult to make, because all we really need to do is take steel plates and they get made into barrels. So that's fairly straightforward, and we can do that pretty much wherever we have space. So let's take a look. Where would be a good spot for us to put this in? Let's see here. Probably right here. We're not going to be using a ton of them. Oh, well, maybe we will actually. Hold on before I talk out of turn. Wait, where are the explosives? Did we not research explosives? Yeah, we did. Oh, do they get made in a chemical plant? Where do these get made? In a chemical plant or a cryogenic plant? Alright. Well, what am I missing? Chemical plant. Oh, military. Well, why is this so small? So this requires coal, sulfur, and water. Alright. Uh-huh. I was thinking that there might be another recipe that requires barrels and explosives to go together, but I could be wrong. So for the moment, we can get our little miniature barrel making machine going here. Barrels. And we're just going to cram these into a wood box. I don't know how many of them we'll need, so we'll just do 2 stacks. Like this. And that'll be fine. So we can mark that off the list. And explosives. Okay. Okay. Water, sulfur, and coal. Well, there's water here, and coal, and sulfur. However, I'm just wondering if it's in our best interest to do it out this way. So we're not actually making that much sulfur. Actually, what I might want to do is amp up our production of petroleum gas and start stockpiling it, because we seem to be having some shortages with what we have, and I think we could increase our production quite a bit. I'm going to grab some storage containers for this. Whatever, take the full stack. And we'll see how this goes. Sorry, one moment. All right, let's see. Definitely do it over here, I think. Or at least try. These things just gulp down the petroleum gas. All right. Let's make a big petroleum gas plant. The only thing I'm worried about, though, is what do we do with light oil and heavy oil? That's really what I want to know. Now let's plan this out a little bit on how we're going to arrange our belts. Do we want a space of 3 between them? Probably. Probably. I should have brought more pipes with. Oh well. If you're wondering why I'm spacing them out like this, it's that way it's going to make it easier to connect together with undergrounds. Just makes it neat. Just makes it a bit neater. I actually craft some, but not really enough. Gonna go grab more. Ill prepared. Okay. Just grab 200 of those and another 50 of those. And that should be good for a little amount of time. At least that's what we'll tell ourselves. Sorry, I'm just answering a quick text message. Alrighty. Okay, where is our incoming water? Where did it go? Okay, it ended here. So we can drag that up a bit. I think though I'm gonna angle it here and then pull it up out of the way. Like this. Which seems okay for now, but we'll probably get it'll probably annoy me later. But yeah, the offsetting on the pipes lets you do nice things like this for joining things together and not having it get too disorganized. And then this one we'll want to carry it this way. And probably shouldn't do this, but we're going to siphon it here and move it up. Something like that. And then I think I'm going to have the outputs running west to east and south, and then make this area here my big collection field, I guess. So we'll go like this. Get these guys all connected up. We'll run that like that. Whoops. Yeah, auto running on that doesn't work that well. There we go. Like that. Don't know why this pipe is there. And how do we want to arrange the storage for this stuff? What is going to be the best way to do it? We're going to want a fair amount of petroleum gas. But I don't know how much we want. How many is that? 11. Well, I guess let's make it an even dozen. We should actually offset these as well, like this. So that way it's going to make carrying these down easier. Oh, I messed up the spacing. There. Is that better? Yeah, something like that. And then I guess we can do the same thing here. This should work. If it doesn't work, it'll at least look nice. this one down as well. Same rough kind of idea. Yeah, that should work. Actually, I think I'm going to change this a teeny bit. Not that it really matters all that much. Like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I want a power pole near each of these, because I'm going to connect them all up with our wonderful green wires. So that way it'll read the tanks and we can tell in one spot how much of, well, loosely in one spot, what our product count is. Like that. And then the same thing here. Like a soda. And then let's just connect power. And we should be good. The water seems to be holding up. That's cool. Alright, how are we doing here? 3.4, 3.1, 1.7. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tie in I was going to say I'm going to tie in the petroleum gas from up here and put it down into this little tank for sulfur. But I just want to be careful that I don't cross-contaminate anything by doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a space here on these items. Just to make sure I don't muck this up later. Because if that's one thing that we're good at doing in this game is mucking things up. so close. It'll be okay. Now, we want to keep the flow going one direction. So we're going to go like this and put a pump here. And that'll make sure that the petroleum gas gets diverted down into the storage container and not getting pumped back up into the large ones. Now, how is this going here? We can likely double our sulfur production. If we wanted to. My question is, does it matter which side of the belt the sulfur goes on? I don't believe it does. Oh yeah, it does. That's fine. I think we can put one additional machine here. Like this. And we'll give it some power. And then we're good. Now the whole point of this is because I was actually going to set up explosives. Sulfur, water, and coal. I think I might do that a little further south here because they're all right here. I can sneakily tap into this. We will just cut the main water line for now. And then continue it up if I remember how to use my mouse. How much does this thing eat? 1 every 4 seconds. Okay. Not bad. Actually, I don't like this positioning at all. Or do I? I might just be being picky. Maybe this would work. What if we did this and then clapped our machine here, put our water break there, and then had our inserter for this, like that, and then the coal inserter like that, and then we can drop the explosives there. give us 2 explosives every 4 seconds. Not the fastest, but it doesn't necessarily need to be the fastest, I don't think. Helps if I move the output. Let's just make sure that we didn't siphon off all of the water doing that. It looks like it's still good. And how's our power? Power production is holding fine. No issues there. Wonder if I should put another explosive maker in here. We could chuck one like right here. Basically do the exact same thing. Like that. Why not? Why not? Except what we'll do is have this go onto a belt this way, and we'll get a large chest that we can have the products loaded into from both sides. Like that. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Okay. Let's check that off of our list. Batteries, solar panels, accumulators. So what do we need to make batteries? I have a feeling this is going to be annoying. Where am I looking? Batteries. They get made in chemical plants. Gonna need iron plate, iron copper, 1 iron plate, 1 copper plate, and 20 sulfuric acid every 4 seconds. Okay. So the sulfuric acid is being made down here. It's being made over here. So is iron, and so is copper. So we could split off copper from here, cut across and down, and have it meet up with iron that we pull off of this belt. But I also need to leave some space here in case I need to scale up the production of sulfuric acid. So we could run a belt. Yeah, we could run a belt up this way and make the battery plant here. I think that'll work. think that'll work. For now, anyway. Now the question is where are we gonna pull off the iron plates? We could do it here. But I'm just worried that, let's actually look. How many does this take? 1 every 4 seconds. So if I made 4 of them, it would be 4 every second. The line might be able to handle that. Unless there's a better spot over here to take the iron from. Well, this is interesting. We could take iron from here, right in front of our grenade making machine, cut it across this way, have it combined with copper on a belt, and keep it moving, and then make it here if we route up the sulfuric acid. I just need to remember that I might have to put in, oh no, I was going to say I might have to put in more power on this side of the copper or the coal belt, but we don't have to. We can keep making things to the east of it. Alright, let's give this a shot and see how this works. It might not work at all, but we'll find out. Okay, so if I drop a splitter, yikes. If I drop a splitter here, I can pull this belt line this way. Can I use a red underground to bypass all of this at once? Yes, I can. And then we'll use an underground here, just to give us space. I guess we're going to pull off copper like this. Wait. There we go. And now we can keep this running this way. And we've got our product ready here. Alright. Now we need sulfuric acid, which is just down here. And we can pull it up. All the way like this. Probably, no, I need to space this a bit more. Like so. Batteries. this. Am I doing this right? Let's see here. I'm not. Because we need to make sure that we're leaving room for the inserters. If we do it like this should work. Yeah, because this belt line comes here. And then we can have the output coming like so. Onto a belt. We'll have the belt run this way, which we can drop into a box. Like that. And now we should be making 4 batteries a second. So that takes 20 sulfuric acid every 4 seconds. 80 sulfuric acid every 4 seconds. And how much sulfuric acid are we technically producing here? 50 every second. So we can actually increase the speed of this. Increase the number, I should say. Oops. Just gonna click all the wrong buttons. Like so. And if I want to get really fancy, I can go like this. And make a mirror. Ah! Chemical plants. Need more chemical plants. And we'll take 20, I guess. Now you might be thinking that I'm doing a little bit of overkill on the batteries, and you might be right, but we do eventually go through a fair amount of batteries, so it'll be good in my head to have it like this. Oh, I should have got inserters too. Need more blue and yellow inserters. Yellow? And the blue ones are being made. South. Right. So just like that, I'll get this going here. this. And then we need to bring this belt up. Okay, nobody saw that. I did not just try to run through the pipe. Actually, that's not a good place to bring this up. Should do it here. There. Now we're gonna have batteries for days. Won't take long, that's for sure. I wonder if I should be making bulk inserters. Maybe. Battery's done. Okay, so here is where we're making the blue inserters, and if I wanted to make the green bulk ones, I need blue, red, green, iron. Okay, so blue's here. Where are my red chips? Red chips are here. Maybe I'll wait and do it with bots. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that. Oh, electric furnaces, stone brick, advanced circuits, and steel plates. Okay, well, let's not think about that for now. What's next on the list? Solar panels. Solar panels. Was it on this page? It was. Copper plate, steel plate, electronic circuits. Really? Wait, copper? Yeah, okay. Copper, steel, electronic circuits. Okay. Where is going to be a good place for me to route this? Got copper there. Steel and electronic circuits. They're here. Is there a better place that I can get them? I don't think that there necessarily is. Oh, I see. Biter o'clock, is it? Let's go take a look and see what's going on over here. Come on, guys, where are you at? There's gotta be more of you coming. I'm sure we'll be fine. Electronic circuit. Okay, I don't know that I want to make them elsewhere. Copper plates are right there. Well, maybe what I'll do is run a belt line up this way beside this guy. So electronic circuits and steel plates. Well, we could pull it here. We really could. We would just have to use a little bit of trickery. Yikes. Okay. The green one's there. So what we'll do is we'll go like this. Oh, is this gonna work? So for this, we're gonna want filters, and we want the steel plates. And then for this one, filter, we want electronic circuits. And if we give this power, aha, that's perfect. We can run this up. Like so. Right past the battery plant. And then, so this is already getting siphoned here for that. Can we re-siphon? Like this. And pick just copper. Okay, because that's what we wanted, right? Yeah. And then run it up like so. What does it take to make a solar panel? 10 seconds. So I'm gonna want to have like more of these going? But where am I going to put my outputs? Can clean this up like this. Alright, hear me out. We're going to do belt braiding. Yeah. Drop these into a box. Like that. Okay, so that means that we're going to want 2 reds, 1 red, a blue, and we're gonna make solar panels. Wait, what do accumulators need? Like that. Alright, power time. Sure. Circuits. Copper. Oh. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, we got that going. Now then, accumulators. Batteries and iron plates. And they get made inside just a regular machine, I guess. Can I do it here? So if we go like that. Oh, that's ugly. Well, let's make it uglier. It's gonna go there. And then Sure, what's the worst that could happen if we make this as compact as possible? Absolutely nothing. Right? Right, everybody? Absolutely nothing can happen as a direct result of just cramming everything in here. It's gonna be just fine. Just fine. Now, what did I need to replenish? Ah, power poles. Solar panels, accumulators. Check, check. Electric engines is going to be coming up next. Eventually. Gonna need lubricant and green circuits. Something to think about, that's for sure. Alright, how are things going over here? Well enough. I think we're just gonna let solar panel forever. Yeah. That'll be the way to do it. Drop off some of this crap that I have on me, like potions. What do we need for lasers? Where can we make lasers? Where are the lasers? We not learned lasers yet? Oh, we have not learned the laser turrets yet. Should we learn the laser turrets? Should we wait? Maybe we should wait. Maybe we should wait a little bit. How are things coming along over here? Anything broken? I've got a little bit of leeway yet. Need to figure out what to do with the light oil and the heavy oil. We can break down the light oil into petroleum gas. We can break down the heavy oil into light oil. Takes 50 heavy oil to do that. And making 25 heavy oil every 5 seconds. Every 650 seconds. Wait, that's not right. 150. Okay. This is always the fun part about oil processing, is trying to figure out like your ratios. Especially if you're not looking things up. Probably should, but I'm not. Let's get some more underground pipes. Where are my underground pipes? I've just ran past them like twice. Nope, not quite yet. How are green circuits holding up over here? Just barely keeping up. Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. Alright. Not bad. Not too bad. Alright, let's see about setting up some sort of crude system for handling our heavy oil and light oil. I'm also not sure if I'm going to need more water, because I'm feeding a lot of stuff off this one water line, to be honest. I feel like it should be not holding up. But it also seems like it's doing okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Now, how much heavy oil did I say this was producing? 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175. No, that's not right. 25, 50, 75, 100. that's right. 175. And this can drink up. If we make 4, that's going to be 160. 10 left over for lubricant. If I did 3, 125. And then 4 for lubricant? That sounds okay-ish. Now the question is, do I build it here or do I like go more west in case I want to increase the capacity of things? Maybe west. We can plot this out with ghosts. Like that. Why does that not look like it's lined up? Ugh, because it's not. Jeez. There. That's better. So I'll just use the ghosts to fill this in. So that way I have an idea of how much space I want to use up for this. So the inputs are going to be coming in here. So we'll do this. Heavy oil cracking to light. And I believe I said 4 of them. 2, 3, and 4. Because we're going to have our inputs set up like this. And the output is going to go back and feed into the light oil. Wait. Yeah, and then the light oil is going to get cracked into petroleum gas. But we also want 40, 80, 120, 160. I want this to be lubricant. So 40, 80, 120, 10, 130, 140, 150, 160. So that'll leave behind some of the heavy oil. Just as long as we remember that our lubricant comes in over here. Okay, what should we research next? Exoskeleton equipment. Wait, do we have power armor? We don't have power armor. Oh, it's right there. Not quite ready for that. Well, let's research robotics. Production science packs. No, uranium mining. Production science. Let's go with that for now. Like that. And then this stuff is going to make its way this way. Like this. And we're going to want to put a pump that way. Because we don't want it to backflow into that system. We want to keep that going good. Okay. Let's run the... Oh, I should have brought more underground pipes. Water is gonna get fed in like this. I could put a T right here. Like that. That'll go that way. Okay. Time to get some more pipes and underground pipes. Should also maybe have some random lights kicking around. Okay, undergrounds. I'm just gonna take all of them. Let that run and come back up. Do I need more storage tanks? I think I do. There's only 8 left. Snag more. that's the new favorite corner for the biters. Actually, how are we doing on power? I have to up the capacity on that soon. But on that note, how many of these thingies do we have? 16. We can put 4 more on there because I believe you can support 20 off one water pipe. Should probably get some more being made. And then some steam engines. Eight, 80 iron gear wheels. I've got some of those kicking around down here. There we go. Like that. Bring up the belt. Use more of these trashy inserters. And there we go. Okay. Let's see. Right, we were going to finish running our undergrounds. All of that for 2 undergrounds. Yeah. Okay. So heavy oil water in makes us light oil if we crack it down and lubricant. And then we pipe the light oil back up into the main reserve of the light oil, which is up this way. And then from the light oil, we're going to crack that down into petroleum gas, which we can loop back into the petroleum gas feed. Now we are making how much light oil? 45 light oil per machine. 7 machines. I'm going to use my calculator so that way you guys don't have to watch me fail at math. 45 times 7. It's 315 light oil. Okay. And how much light oil gets made into petroleum gas? 30 every 2 seconds. That's great, because I didn't check to see how much it makes. How many seconds? 5 seconds. 2 seconds. 30. Okay. So 315 divided by 30. We're going to have 10 and a half machines set up. That's a lot. What other products can we make with light oil? We could make solid fuel. That might be an option. Well, let's see about making some light oil. We're gonna make it down here. Sorry, light oil into petroleum gas. We're gonna make it down here. Give us some space. But I think I'm gonna do like a little mirror array. I see we're making friends with the biters still. Knocking on the front door. So that's going to be the output. Now, input, we're going to need water and the light oil. So let's make light oil 1, water 2. Oops. Ugh, I gotta stop clicking like an idiot. Alright, so how are we going to handle water? Because we're still running water off of one pump, and we're feeding this entire place. I feel like the capacity on it should have broken by now. I really, really do. But it still seems like it's okay. It's very curious. Huh. Okay. Sure. Where is a good place that we can... So the water comes here, goes that way. We could split it to go this way. And then split it again. Eesh. This might be a disaster, but that's okay. Now the light oil, we've got to funnel up. Sorry, petroleum gas we have to funnel up. Light oil we have to funnel down. Now this is going to be messy like 8 different ways from Sunday. Be very careful of our pipe placement. I'm so glad they added color coordinating into this. It really does make things feel better. Oh no, we're not going to be able to do that. That's actually bad. I don't think you can have overlapping water lines like that, so we'll build this one more out. It's one of the worst things that happens in this game is if you flood a line, cross-contaminate things. It really sucks. Really sucks. Let's run these pipes. Oh jeez, what am I doing? Pipe. Alright. Let's make the join here. Or there. This comes to here. Like that. Okay, so we've got our inputs sorted. And we're almost ready to go with our outputs. Now we want to run this like this. And I'm not auto-dragging at the moment because I'm trying to be very careful that I don't futz up any of my lines. Especially when we get to here. Because we want a clear path. This might be easier if I ran this backwards. So that's our input. But we want to make sure that it stays being an input. So, or output, input. Yeah, input from where it's being made. So where's our, we need to put a pump on this to make sure that the flow goes one direction and that we don't have a backflow the opposite way, because that would defeat the entire purpose of what we're trying to do. Like that. And we can run this down. Right to here. Okay. All right. Now we just need to add power poles and turn this thing on and hope that it works. So the whole point of this messy operation is we're going to take our crude oil, we're going to put it through an oil filter, oil refinery system to make petroleum gas, light oil, heavy oil. However, you have to find something to do with all three products. If your light oil and heavy oil are full, it won't produce any more petroleum gas either. So you have to find a balance of what you're going to consume with those products. You can break them down further, converting heavy oil into light oil and heavy oil into lubricant. Lubricant we're going to need later. The light oil can get fed back into the system, and the other light oil, the larger pool, can get converted into petroleum gas, which gets fed back into your reserve system. So that helps a little bit, and then to help keep things balanced, you can make other intermediary products like solid fuel, but for now, we're going to run with this and hope that it works. Because there's always that risk that you run that it doesn't. Power like that. And then we can just split some power north a wee bit. Like so. And then I'm going to put a power pole here, and I'm going to connect all of these storage tanks together with a green wire. Connect it to power here, so that way if I want to see how much is in my network, I can just mouse over my power pole and it'll tell me how much lubricant I'm making, or how much lubricant I've made. Now I forgot to connect this little guy. Like that, that'll get going there. This stuff is all making goodies. So all the little fire stacks are still going on these oil refineries, which means we're still producing, which is good. We've got petroleum gas going up slowly. Light oil, is it moving? Seems like it's balanced at the moment. Heavy oil, what are you doing, heavy oil? You're going down a teeny tiny bit. So that's good. We don't have to add in these additional reserve tanks yet, but I'm going to leave them ghosted just for spacing and in case we need to use them in the future. The heavy oil is cranking into lubricant at a good speed. Good speed. Well, it wasn't too painful, only went half crazy setting this up. But we should check the draw on our fuel pumps, not fuel pumps, on little miniature Texas here. How is the crude oil holding up? It's our little power pole. We still have like almost 500,000, 497,000, which is good. And I'm not seeing it fluctuate that much. Although with a number of that size, you might not really notice anything. I keep seeing notification flashes that the biter activity is more frequent. We should go take a look and see what kind of damage they're doing to our base. I don't think they've breached any walls yet, but we might have to go out adventuring and bring freedom to our neighbors, because I'm sure they've done a lot of breeding and expanding and evolving. And that's one thing to keep in mind too. It almost becomes a catch-22. The more you build your factory, the more pollution you make, which affects the biters and causes them to expand and evolve, I believe. But the more you kill, that also affects their evolution. So you can kind of screw yourself over. So not a lot of damage here. We can just repair this since we're here. Oh, we've got a swarm coming in. Nice. Alright, how are we looking for pollution? Pollution's getting out there, and the biter menace is growing quite a bit on 3 sides. We're going to be attacked on all 3 sides soon. We're already getting attacks on the west, but I can see in the north they've got some little expansion clusters happening. And the same thing in the east, southeast. This is new. In the direct south, they haven't really been active that much. So that's a bonus. I might want to ramp up the number of turrets that are being made. I think it's sitting idle now with 50 in the box. But it might be time to lay down a crapload more turrets. And inserters to auto-feed the ammo. Whoops, I didn't actually want to do that. Let's just grab all of those. And the turret machine is right here. Grab all of those. See, on the map, directly west of my position is a little red dot. They are probably going to try to set up a base there. Wish them luck. Can do a little bit of repairing. It's also going to put a kind of a strain on the factory, making all of this stuff at once, but that's okay. It's just fine. Just run this all the way up until I run out. Gotta keep them straight. Okay. And yes, I know it's painful that the inserters and the turrets don't line up nicely, but that's okay. We can make it through. If I had robots, I'd make a blueprint and I'd have them place them perfectly for me, but I don't have that, so just have to make do. inserters along the west wall. The irony is, once this is done, I'll eventually have what I need to make laser turrets, and I'm going to have to redo all of this with laser turrets. But that's okay, because who doesn't like laser turrets? It's a good time. Alright, there's those. Let's get these guys going. There we go. I'll keep things pretty steady on this side for now. Steady as she goes. Power production is still pretty good. Wow. How did I miss that? Did I go blind or stupid for half a minute there? I could have sworn that the biters on the south east weren't that established yet. It's interesting. How are the turrets doing? 27. Yeah, these aren't fast built. Wait, we should grab more yellow inserters. Another stack. Power poles are okay. Let's check out this corner. See what's going on. Oh, you assholes, you're like right outside the fucking door. Okay, well. I think you're gonna regret your life choices in a bit. Let's just get these guys ammoed up. Ammo. Y'all are kind of brain dead for trying that. Look at this shit. Just chilling here. That'll be the day that you try to set up a fucking base right here. No fucking way. I don't fucking think so. Ow. Ow. Alright. I might have to bring turrets over there manually. We'll be fine. Do that. I wonder if that's a distraction. They're going to come at me different. Yeah, look, here comes another swarm. There goes another swarm. Alright, let's get some tech research going here. So we have upgraded projectile damage and shooting speed before. Wondering if we should do that again, just to kind of keep up with stuff. Yeah, that'll work. And then flammables. Oh, utility science. I guess we should learn that. I guess. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be right back. Please bear with me. back. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so we're gonna have to really do something with these biters. They're starting to get on my nerves. Now then. Why do I have a random pipe here? Strange. Let's go do a bit of a damage assessment. How are things looking on this wall? Minimal damage. That's good. Good, good, good. Get that repaired. Now then. That's growing into a fairly large cluster. Yeah. All right. So, things that we're going to have to do yet. We're going to have to start making modules. Where are the modules? Production. We're going to have to figure out speed modules, efficiency modules, productivity modules, and I guess quality modules. That's going to take a lot of green and red circuits. What do we need to make green circuits? More iron and copper, more iron, copper, plastic. I'll have to figure that out yet. All the modules. Question mark. We're also going to have to figure out production science after that. Science, which is purple. And then flying robot frames. Before that, we're going to have to figure out electric engines. What else? It looks like it's going to be good. Flamethrower ammo, rockets. Okay. 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 I'm going to leave this episode here for now. Going to take a break. Might come back in an hour or so, maybe two. We'll see. But thank you for tuning in for this episode. It's nice to have you, and hopefully see you again. As a reminder, in my About page on Twitch, there's links for my Discord and for YouTube. If you want to check those out, that would be great. But for now, enjoy yourself. Thanks for coming.